Welcome to episode 6 of Skyrim Book Club with me, Terry the Wood Elf. I'm in the middle of a show, lady. I guess that's Katla. We're at Katla's farm. We were just in solitude, and yes, I did see Uthgerd and the kids. It went well, it was okay. It was civil. Everyone was civil. I think Uthgerd is still a little tense around Serana. I don't think she likes that I'm spending so much time with the vampire. But this is part of why we separated. It's like she's just so judgmental. And honestly, when we started to grow apart when I joined the Dark Brotherhood, because I needed adventure in my life, and I needed excitement, and I'm not the type to just sit at home and drink mead, really. So I joined the Dark Brotherhood, and she made it clear, Uthgerd did, that she just did not like it. She feels like it's one thing to kill some bandits now and then, or some Draugr, but just taking money to assassinate people is not okay with her. And what can I say? I was really good at it. I killed a dragon here earlier. I was really good at it, and I liked it. And I got sick of just feeling ashamed about that fact. So we started spending less and less time together, and then I met Serana, and we were doing all that Castle Dawnguard stuff and Elder Scroll stuff, and then when I really bonded with her was when she took me home to her parents' castle. And I don't know if you guys remember that horrifying room that's like full of human bones and blood. That shit was intense, and I just thought, after that, I mean, damn, like, Serana is never going to judge me for any murders that I might do, for money or not for money. So anyway, that's why Serana and I are out adventuring in Skyrim, and Uthgerd is at home with the kids. But cry no tears for Uthgerd, okay? Because she doesn't keep me informed of her personal life, but I really sense some vibes between her and the housecarl in Solitude. I mean, I think they are, they're very comfortable with each other. Let's just put it that way. So, Uthgerd is doing all right. Anyway, speaking of murders, oh shit, there's a spider. Where is he? Serana! Oh, Jesus. Here we go. Whoa! Okay. I gave her this staff that... I gave her this firebolt staff. Man, she loves that shit. She pulls that shit out for everything. I'm like, hey, Serana, can you start the campfire? She fucking uses that firebolt staff. I'm like, take it easy. Damn. Anyway, what I was gonna say was, where the fuck am I going? I honestly have no idea. I'm trying to let's just fast travel. Once you go down the path of becoming an assassin, I mean, it's difficult to go back. At a certain point, there is no turning back. And when Astra told me we had a contract to kill the Emperor, I just, like, got excited, honestly. I mean, I know it's kind of fucked up, but I was like, wow, can we even do that? Like, I just wanted to do it to see if it could be done. Jesus, wow. Where are you going in such a hurry? Don't get your antlers caught, homie. So yeah, plus it was a lot of fucking money that dude was offering. I forget his name, but whoa, she's gonna take care of it. Don't worry. Anyway, long story short, I killed him. Yes, I assassinated the Emperor. Don't tell anyone. Oh, and, you know, trip down memory lane. There's the abandoned shack where Astrid first kidnapped me and made me choose which person to murder. Aww. Memories. It sucks that you can't set them free. I'm pretty sure that I just murdered them all. I didn't murder them all right away, but I came back to see if they were still there, and they were. Oh man, that was bleak. So then I just killed them all. Honestly, like, who? What? What is this? Oh, bandits? Don't do that to my horse, you fucking crazy hoe. I'm not used to fighting this way. Shit. Jesus. Sorry. Yeah, I'm not used to fighting like this. Where'd he go? Did we get him? Oh no! Oh god. Whew. I thought that was Dwarven Spider. I got so scared. Oh my god. Ah. So happy to see you, buddy. I love this guy. He's so cute. Oh, okay. Everybody alright? Go team. Yeah, I'm not very good at... I'm used to fighting like this. I can't fight the other way. Anyway. I wasted a lot of arrows on that stupid fucking bandit. Anyway, so... I killed the Emperor, but I got a tip that, a copy of the next book that we're going to read, King, the final installment in the series about Eslaf Erol and his shitty dad who separated, or I guess all his brothers and sisters were separated at birth because the dad refused to name an heir. It's pretty whack, if you ask me. And they all got separated, so they don't know each other. They didn't grow up together. One became the wealthiest guy in Skyrim. One was got the title, and the sister was the head of the army. She got the armies, and I forget how else he divided it. But Eslaf got nothing, so he became a professional thief. Like me. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this series of books. But I'm kind of curious as to like what the boat is still doing here. I mean, the Emperor is dead. I can see there's guys on it. Well, I think you better stay here, buddy. Wait here. Oh, he's not happy about that. Listen, we can't have you getting all, rusty in your joints. You don't want to swim over there. Plus, I don't think you can clamber up the chain. keep an eye on these crabs. Oh boy. It always used to crack me up when Serana would, like, kill a crab or something and just be screaming, "Skyrim is for the Nords!" I'm like, damn, bitch, you do know that I'm an elf, right? That's the other thing about Uthgerd. She's a little bit racist, as most Nords are. But not Serana. Serana does not judge. And, I know she loves me. For, in all my elfin glory. Oh, what's in here? I'm not gonna loot. I'm just gonna go find the book, because I don't want to bore you guys with that. And also with how bad my lock-picking skills are. Fuck. I missed my skeleton key. Why did I ever give that thing up? So fucking stupid. I should have kept it. Oh my god. Wow, so glad I opened that. Alright, fuck that. I think that, I think there's like a trap door, but I can't remember where it is. I think, man, it is kind of creepy to come back to the scene of the crime. Is it over here? Yep, I see it. Probably a bad idea to do this, but whatever, I'm gonna do it. Can you not push me? Oh. Incredible. Shit! This is not how I wanted things to go. Well, not too shabby. Man, I wanted to see the crab fight. That shit is hilarious. One time she enchanted a goat. Oh, that was so funny. The first time I saw that, it was just like flying around, attacking people. Ugh, hilarious. Alright, well, that actually went pretty well. I don't want any of his shit. Alright, is that everybody? Are we cool now? I think we are. This son of a bitch hit me with an arrow. Let me get that gold. Okay. I don't know why I have a problem going up these stairs. And there it is. King. Alright. Let's grab that up. I want to sit in the throne for a second. It's so funny. Shit. I love how sitting in the throne, any throne in Skyrim, automatically turns you into a pimp. I mean, listen, I get it. It's a throne. Of course you would sit like that. Alright, let's, Ooh. Oh, I get it. It's the lantern light glowing on the ground. I was like, is there a fire over there? See if we can see, Dwarven Spider. I'm not gonna shoot him. There he is! Oh! Shadowmare! You guys stay there. Be good. Be right back. Okay. Let's read this book. here we go. The final chapter of Eslaf Erol. Alright, King by Revan. Gentle reader, you will not understand a word of what follows unless you have read and committed to memory the first 3 volumes in this series, Beggar, Thief, and Warrior, which leads up to this, the conclusion. I encourage you to seek them out at your favorite bookseller, or steal them as I did. When we last left Eslaf Erol fleeing for his life, which was a common enough occurrence for him, he had stolen a lot of gold, and one particularly large gem from a rich man in Jalenheim named Soybud. I don't know if that's how you say his name, but that's how I'm saying it. Soybud. It makes me think of Soy Bomb from the 90s, if you guys remember that. I'm definitely dating myself. The thief fled north, spending the gold wildly. Oh, come on, bro, you don't want to invest some of that? As thieves generally do, for all sorts of illicit pleasures, which would no doubt disturb the gentleman or lady reading this, so I will not go into detail. The one thing he held onto was the gem. He didn't keep it because of any particular attachment, but because he did not know anyone rich enough to buy it from him. And so he found himself in the ironic situation of being penniless and having in his possession a gem worth millions. Will you give me a room with some bread and a flagon of beer in exchange for this? He asked a tavern keep in the little village of Cravenswold, which was so far north it was half situated on the Sea of Ghosts. The tavern keep looked at it suspiciously. It's just crystal, Eslaf said quickly, but isn't it pretty? Let me see that, said a young, armor-clad woman at the end of the bar. Without waiting permission, she picked up the gem, studied it, and smiled not very sweetly at Eslaf. Would you join me at my table? I'm actually in a bit of a hurry, replied Eslaf, holding out his hand for the stone. Another time? Out of respect for my friend the tavern keep here, my men and I leave our weapons behind when we come in here, the woman said, casually, not handing the gem back, but picking up a broom that was sitting against the bar. I can assure you, however, that I can use this quite effectively as a blunt instrument, not a weapon, of course, but an instrument to stun, medically crush a bone or two, and then, once it is on the inside, medicinally crush a bone or two, and then, once it is on the inside. Which table? Asked Eslaf quickly. The young woman led him to a large table in the back of the tavern, where 10 of the biggest Nord brutes Eslaf had ever seen were sitting. They looked at him with polite disinterest, as if he were a strange insect, worth briefly studying before crushing. My name is Lecifitra, she said, and Eslaf blinked. That was the name Soybud had uttered before Eslaf had made his escape. And these are my lieutenants. I am the commander of a very large, independent army of noble knights, the very best in Skyrim. Most recently, we were given a job to attack a vineyard in the Ealto, to force its owner, a man named Lernu, to sell to our employer, a man named Soybud. Our payment was to be a gem of surpassing size and quality, quite famous and unmistakable. We did as we were asked, and when we went to Soybud to collect our fee, he told us he was unable to pay due to a recent burglary. In the end, though, he saw things our way, and paid us an amount of gold almost equal to the worth of the prize jewel. It did not empty out his treasury entirely, but it meant he was unable to buy the land in the Ealto after all. So we were not paid enough. Soybud has taken a heavy financial blow, and Laernu's prize crop of Jazbay has been temporarily destroyed for naught. Lecifitra took a long, slow drink of her mead before continuing. Now, I wonder, could you tell me, how came you in the possession of the gem we were promised? Eslaf did not answer at once. Instead, he took a piece of bread from the plate of the savage, bearded barbarian on his left and ate it. I'm sorry, he said. his mouth full. "May I?" "Of course. I couldn't stop you from taking the gem, even if I wanted to, and as a matter of fact, I don't mind at all. It's only useless to deny how it came into my possession. I stole it from your employer. I certainly didn't mean you or your noble knights any harm by it, but I can understand why the word of a thief is not suitable for one such as yourself." "No," replied Lysiphotra, frowning, but her eyes showing amusement. "Not suitable at all." "But before you kill me," Eslaf said, grabbing another piece of bread, "tell me, how suitable is it for noble knights such as yourself to be paid twice for one job? I have no honor myself, but I would have thought that since Soybud took a profit loss to pay you, and now you have the gem, your handsome profit is not entirely honorable." Lysiphotra picked up the broom and looked at Eslaf. Then she laughed. "What is your name, thief?" "Eslaf," said the thief. "We will take the gem, as it was promised to us. But you are right. We should not be paid twice for the same job. So," said the warrior woman, putting down the broomstick, "you are our new employer. What would you have your own army do for you?" Many people could find quite a few good uses for their own army, but Eslaf was not among them. He searched his brain, and finally it was decided that it was a debt to be paid later. For all her brutality, Lysiphotra was a simple woman, raised, he learned, by the very army she commanded. Fighting and honor were the only things she knew. When Eslaf left Cravenswold, he had an army at his beck and call, but not a coin to his name. He knew he would have to steal something soon. As he wandered the woods, scrounging for food, he was beset by a strange feeling of familiarity. These were the very woods he had been in as a child, also starving, also scrounging. When he came out on the road, he found that he had come back to the kingdom where he had been raised by the dear, stupid, shy maid Druzhba. He was an Erol guard. It had fallen even deeper into despair since his youth. The shops that had refused him food were boarded up, abandoned. The only people left were hollow, hopeless figures, so ravaged by taxation, despotism, and barbaric raids that they were too weak to flee. Eslaf realized how lucky he was to have gotten out in his youth. There was, however, a castle and a king. Eslaf immediately made plans to raid the treasury. As usual, he watched the place carefully, taking note of the security and the habits of the guards. This took some time. In the end, he realized there was no security and no guards. He walked in the front door and down the empty corridors to the treasury. It was full of precisely nothing, except one man. He was Eslaf's age, but looked much older. "There's nothing to steal," he said. "Would that there was." King Yenop, I still can't say his name. King Yenop, though prematurely aged, had the same white blonde hair and blue eyes like broken glass that Eslaf had. In fact, he resembled Soybud and Lysiphotra as well. And though Eslaf had never met the ruined landlord of the Ealto, Lernu, he looked he looked like him too. Not surprisingly, since they were quintuplets. Oh my god, that's crazy. I thought they were just siblings. "So you have nothing?" asked Eslaf gently. "Nothing except my poor kingdom, curse it," the king grumbled. "Before I came to the throne, it was powerful and rich, but I inherited none of that, only the title. For my entire life, I've had responsibility thrust on my shoulders, but never had the means to handle it properly. I look over the desolation, which is my birthright, and I hate it. If it were possible to steal a kingdom, I would not lift a finger to stop you." It was, it turned out, quite possible to steal a kingdom. Eslaf became known as Yenop, a deception easily done, given their physical similarities. The real Yenop, taking the name of Yelen, oh my god. I'm just going to ignore the Y. Yelekilnu happily left his demons, I don't know what that word is, becoming eventually a simple worker in the vineyards of the Ealto. For the first time, Free of responsibility, he fell into his new life with gusto, the years melting off him. The new Unop called in his favor with Lysiphetra, using her army to restore peace to the kingdom of Eslaf. Now that it was safe, business and commerce began to return to the land, and Eslaf reduced the tyrannical taxes to encourage it to grow. Upon hearing that, oh man, little trickle-down economics there. Upon hearing that, Soybud, ever nervous about losing his money, elected to return to the land of his birth. When he died years later, out of greed, he had refused to name someone an heir, so the kingdom received its entire fortune. Eslaf used part of the gold to buy the vineyards of the Aalto, after hearing great things of it from Unop. And so it was that Eslaf was returned to its previous prosperity by the fifth-born child of King Yunolf, Eslaf Erol, beggar, thief, warrior of sorts, and king. Oh my gosh. What a story. Very cool. I really enjoyed that. What did you think, Serana? So interesting. After all that, he ended up in control of Errol's guard and everything. I mean, that's a true Skyrim story for you. Well, we should get back to Shadowmere and Dwarven Spider before they get into trouble. I hope you guys enjoyed that series. I thought it was really entertaining. I really enjoyed it. It's always fun to see a thief triumph, a fellow thief. And then anyway, I guess that's it for this episode. We'll see you guys next time when we'll start another exciting book. Alright, see you next time.